Hello everyone, welcome to the chemistry class. Today I am going to explain mole concept and stoichiometry. In last video I already discussed about gases law, means Boyle's law and Charles law, and I already discussed the Boyle's law expressed pressure volume relationship while Charles law expressed volume and temperature relationship. Today I am going to start the Gay-Lussac law. First of all, I would like to tell you the limits of Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac law is only valid for gaseous molecules which is expressed in volume. Clear? According to the Gay-Lussac law, when the gases react, they do so in volume which bears a simple ratio to one another and to volume of gaseous product, provided that all the volume are measured at the same temperature and pressure. Means the necessary condition is that all the gaseous molecules which are considered at the same temperature and same pressure. For example, when we talk about the formation of ammonia, how ammonia is obtained. When 1 mole of nitrogen and 3 moles of hydrogen, it gives 2 moles of ammonia. Here nitrogen, hydrogen and ammonia are in gaseous state. Clear? According to the Gay-Lussac law, 1 molecule's ammonia that refers to 1 volume of nitrogen. Clear? Means 1 volume of nitrogen. When 1 volume of nitrogen reacts with 3 volume of hydrogen, then it forms 2 volume of ammonia. Means according to the Gay-Lussac law, all the gaseous reactants and product which is expressed in volume state, means gaseous state. For example, the formation of hydrogen iodide. How hydrogen iodide is obtained? Listen, when hydrogen and iodine reacts with each other to form hydrogen iodide. Clear? Means here 1 molecules of hydrogen, means 1 molecules refers to the 1 volume. That means 1 volume of hydrogen reacts with 1 volume of iodine to form 2 volume of hydrogen iodide. The important condition is all the reactant molecules and product molecules are existed in gaseous state. This is the necessary condition for Gay-Lussac law. Now, with the help of example, I'm going to explain Gay-Lussac law, how to solve the numericals. According to the Gay-Lussac law, what volume of oxygen would be required to burn completely 200 ml of acetylene whose formula is C2H2 and what would be the volume of carbon dioxide? Means ethane is completely oxidized. First of all, I would like to explain the reaction, chemical reaction regarding C2H2. Means when ethane C2H2 is completely oxidized. Listen, C2H2 is a hydrocarbon. Whenever any hydrocarbon is completely oxidized in the presence of air, then it forms carbon dioxide and water. Clear? Ethane is completely oxidized. It forms carbon dioxide and water. First of all, I would like to balance the chemical equation. How many number of carbon atom? 2. That means in order to balance the chemical reaction, 2 carbon atom that produce 2 moles of carbon dioxide. In reactant side, 2 hydrogen is available that produce 1 molecules of water. Clear? Count the number of oxygen atom, 2 to 4, 4 and 1, 5. Means in product side 5 oxygen are present. In order to balance the oxygen atom, here just half of the oxygen atom, means 5/2. In order to simplify the chemical reaction, we have to multiply it by 2. That means 2CH2C2H2, 5O2, 4CO2 and 2H2O. Clear? Listen, all the reactants and product are in a gaseous state, so 2 volume of ethyne reacts with 5 volume of oxygen to produce 4 volume of carbon dioxide. But according to the question, 200 ml of ethyne is completely burned in the presence of air, means 2 volume of ethyne C2H2 is burned, means 200 ml. When we compare 2 volume of ethyne, that is 200, means 1 volume of ethyne, 200 divided by 2, that means 100 ml. Clear? Which produce 4 volume of carbon dioxide, means produced carbon dioxide according to the ratio 4 into, for 1 volume of ethyne means 100, that means 400 ml. Clear? How much oxygen is required in order to oxidize ethyne? 5 volume of oxygen is required, that means 5 into 100, that means 500 ml oxygen is required to burn ethyne completely. Now, what is called moles? Mole is a fundamental quantity which is used to measure the chemicals. According to the definition of moles, it is the amount of pure substance containing the same number of chemicals or elements as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of carbon 12. Means mole is defined with respect to the carbon 12. 1 mole of any particles, when we talk about the moles, 1 mole of any particles contains equal number of particles. Means, listen, when 1 mole of compounds, when we talk about the compounds, 1 mole of compounds, 1 mole of ions, 1 mole of atoms. Means, listen, 1 mole of anything in the universe that contains constant number, and such constant number is 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 particles. That number is constant and that number is called Avogadro number. Clear? Listen, 1 mole of anything, 1 mole of wood, 1 mole of chalk, 1 mole of anything which contains equal number of particles, that particles is 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 particles. This number is called Avogadro number and it is represented by N0 or Na. Clear? Here it is a representation of Avogadro number. I already discussed about the moles. 1 mole of anything exactly which contains the equal number of particles, that is 6.02 to 10 raised to the power 23, and that number is called Avogadro number. Moles. Mole depends on the amount of substance. How would you like to calculate the moles? Listen, when we talk about the moles, number of moles depends upon the amount of substance, means moles given mass given mass and amount that expressed in gram upon molar mass. Listen, here is a very important condition. When we talk about the molecules, that is molar mass. Clear? Means when we talk about the number of moles of molecules, that means given mass upon molar mass. When we talk about the number of moles of atoms, given mass upon atomic mass, because the atom is related with the atomic mass while molecule is related with the molar mass. That means the number of moles given mass upon molar mass, whether it is molecules or atom. In case of atom, here atomic mass is used. Got it? Now this is the very important condition, number of moles given mass in gram upon molar mass. Now if you want to calculate the number of molecules then the number of molecules is equals to number of moles into N naught. What is called N naught? N naught is Avogadro number. Avogadro number, this is 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Got it? Here the number of molecules. Clear? If the number of molecules is given and you have to calculate the mass, then listen, then the number of, first of all you find the number of moles from this equation, number of molecules divided by Avogadro number of molecules divided by Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Clear? And number of moles, if you want to calculate the mass, then the number of molecules in terms of mass, given mass upon molar mass. Here we can express the number of moles in terms of mass, means given mass in gram upon molar mass into number of molecules upon 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 particles. We can use these formulas. Clear? Listen, the very important conditions. When we talk about the number of moles given mass upon molecular mass, clear? This is the normal condition. This does not hold at NTP or STP. NTP or STP have different terms and conditions. Listen how the number of molecules is related with the number of moles. Number of molecules is equal to number of moles into Avogadro number. Now if you want to calculate the number of atom present in the sample, how will you calculate the number of atoms? Listen, number of atoms in given sample, given amount of mass, clear, or given sample. So number of atoms present in one molecule of substance, clear, multiplied by number of moles multiplied by Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Now with the help of an example, I'm going to explain you how would you apply these formulas. Listen, 4.9 gram of H2SO4 present in a sample. Calculate the moles, molecules and the number of oxygen atoms in 4.9 gram of sulfuric acid and the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, sulfur 32 and oxygen is 16. No need to learn the atomic mass. Clear? Listen, first of all I would like to explain moles. Moles is defined as the given mass in gram upon molar mass. Clear? Listen, now the molar mass of H2SO4, hydrogen is 1 means 2 into 1. Now the sulfur is 32 and oxygen 16 into 4. that means 98. Got it? Clear? And the given mass is 4.9 gram. 4.9 gram upon 98. Here cancel. That means 1 upon 20. This is the moles of sulfuric acid. Clear? Now the number of molecules. Number of molecules. Number of molecules is equals to number of moles into Avogadro number, and the number of moles is 1 by 20 into Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Clear? That means 0 and 0 cancel, that means 22, and 2 times 3.01, and the number of molecules is 3.01 into 10 raised to the power 22. Clear? And the last portion, number of oxygen atom. Number of oxygen atom. Formula. How would you like to calculate the number of atoms in a given sample? Number of oxygen atom in 4.9 gram of sulfuric acid. First of all, check how many number of oxygen atom present in 1 molecules of H2SO4. Number of oxygen atom is 4. That means 4 into number of moles, and the number of moles is 1 by 20 into Avogadro number, that means 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Clear? Listen, this cancel, 22 and 2 2s are 4, and multiply, that means 12.04 into 10 raised to the power 22. Clear? Here this is the number of oxygen atom. These formulas are very important to calculate the number of moles, molecules, and number of atoms present in the given amount of sample.